I decided to just go out and sit in their pasture and see what they do. These guys are so curious. They just came over and basically wanted to sit in my lap. The pastures are pretty much done, but they still seem to find stuff to eat. So here they are, getting very close and personal. Love these guys. Hi, mini horse lovers. Ranch life. The cows broke a water line last night and we lost about 5,000 gallons of water. In California, that's a big deal. So I am waiting kind of impatiently for the water to fill back up so I can water my miniature horses. It's very slow going. But anyway, while I was waiting, I thought maybe I would address the age-old question of why miniature horses? Why would people want miniature horses? And they're, other than the fact that they're incredibly cute and fun to have, off the top of my head, I'm thinking of some reasons why people might want to get a miniature horse. The first reason I'm thinking is the cost. Now, when I say the cost, it's the same in a lot of areas. Vet bills, a lot of farriers charge the same amount for a miniature horse versus a big horse. That sort of thing is going to be stable, consistent between large horses and small. However, the feed bills are less. In my case, the trimming is less because my horses tend to wear their feet down pretty evenly and pretty well. And the space that they need to have is less. They're also more portable. They're easier to transport. I know I don't recommend this, but I do know some people that move them around in a minivan or an SUV. I wouldn't do that. I would still rely on regular horse trailers or the mini horse box that I have that goes on my truck. So that's one reason. Another reason, and I think it's a big one, is that mini horses are not as intimidating as large horses. Now this comes into play with people who love horses who are frightened of large horses. There are a lot of people out there who just love horses, but they're intimidated by them. So minis are great for that because they're small, they can still step on your feet, but it's not going to do the damage that a big horse would do. They're great for kids for that reason as well. It's a good equine to have kids and adults get introduced into the horse world because the care is the same. I'll let this car pass. Yeah, truck going by. Another reason mini horses might be a good choice is for horse lovers who are getting older or who are physically challenged in some way. Boy, if it's not a truck, it's an airplane. Anyway, there are people who perhaps have been horse riders all of their lives and they're getting older and they may not as easily be able to throw a leg up over a big horse. You can't ride mini horses, of course, but it opens up a whole new world of how to be involved with the equine industry without having the physical challenge of the size of a big horse. I do know a lot of people who have been, competitive jumpers or who have been in an accident and now they are no longer physically able to ride, who have transferred into miniature horses and haven't skipped a beat. They're competing, they're doing all kinds of things with them. And that brings up another more trucks. I tell you, it's a busy day on the ranch today. Anyway, the world of horse showing is not lost on the miniature horse. There are combined driving events, there's driving dressage, there are trail classes, there's in-hand classes for jumping, halter. The whole world is basically very similar to the large horse world, minus the riding part. I'm not going to say miniature horses don't get ridden by children. It's not really recommended. The way they're built is not suited for weight on their back so much as the strength that they have when they're pulling, say, a cart. So there's that. But people do have small children ride mini horses, or they use them in lead line, and some of them do quite well. You just got to be careful of the weight limit. Other thing is people will get miniature horses to be companions for larger horses. And there's pros and cons to that. Sometimes it works out great, other times not so great. We had the first mini horse we got was actually for a companion for an older mare that had some health issues, and she hated him. Oh my gosh, if she could kill him, she probably would have tried to kill him. So that didn't work out. Love the mini horse, but that's what got me hooked on miniature horses, because I just fell in love with that little guy. Anyway, they can be great companions. Just bear in mind that a large horse, even in play, can injure a mini horse pretty easily. Just one kick out of place can cause lots of problems. So you have to be mindful of that. But I do know people that have had mini horses and large horses together. Another thing that mini horses are often used for is therapy work. Equine assisted therapy is becoming a very huge trend in the therapy world. There's something about horses that bring out the best in people, unlock emotional things. I don't understand all of it, but a lot of people use miniature horses in that for a lot of the reasons I've shared earlier. The cost is less, they're more portable, you don't need as much space for them, all those reasons. They also are the only other animal besides a dog that can be registered as a legitimate service animal. We're not talking emotional support animals, although they can be used for that too, but as far as the actual official title of service animal, they have been certified to be able to be used as such. They are often used for stability issues when people are uneasy on their feet. They can use a mini horse for that. Mini horses can retrieve things. They can be trained to do a lot of things. And that's the other thing I wanted to bring up, is that these little guys are smart. I've had horses most of my life, and I've never had a horse as smart as pretty much any of my mini horses. They learn fast. Now this is going to vary from horse to horse, because some are, they're all individuals and they have their own personalities. But most all of the ones that I've had are bold. They'll go anywhere. They're not intimidated. They're not afraid of much. So that makes them a joy to handle and a joy to train. Anyway, those are just off the top of my head some of the reasons why people might want to get a mini horse. If you can think of any others, please put them in the comments. I just love these guys. Like I said before, I've had large horses most of my life, and I think I have more fun with these guys than I ever have had with my large horses. You can't be around them and not smile. You can't bring them to an event and not have everybody just clamoring to see them, pet them, love on them. And for the most part, at least mine, most of them take to it just really well. So that's it for today. I am still waiting for water to fill. You just gotta love ranch life sometimes. So anyway, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.